Hey, welcome to today's episode of What Did I Buy Now? Yep, got something else from Temu again. This time, another little toy for Moose. So what I've got here is a multi-function smart slope meter. You see these things on a lot of people's newer Jeeps and stuff like that, some of the other vehicles. So it's a meter that gives you your slope and front and back as well as side to side. Looks pretty cool. Hopefully somewhere on here there's English, because that definitely isn't. Anyway, let's see, what do we got? We got, that's the unit itself, I take it. There you go, drop it right off the bat. Good way to shock test it. Fared up from that, that's good. Anyways, there we go. Buttons on the top. Nice little unit. Mount on the back, and I'm taking that's the plug. Let's see if that's, put that somewhere safer this time. Okay, let's put that back in the box. There we go. The rest of the bag has a wire for hardwire. Well, that's good, because we'll definitely do that one for Moose. So we can hardwire it. But if we want to play with it, there's the base. And there is a plug-in for a lighter with, it seems to have, an on-off switch. Nice. So you can just plug it into the lighter as well. They've got other stickies so you can stick it different places, I guess. Or it's got a nice little mount here. A little screw-on mount that you can put it on. So there we go. Little ball mount. Oh, not too bad. That might be what we do for Moose, because it looks like I could use these holes and actually screw it right into the dash. Which in Moose's case, I don't like anything sticky because it's old, things don't stick, and then it falls apart. So we can affix this and screw it down to the dash somewhere so we get it all nice and leveled and proper, and then we'll be good to go. That's cool. Alright. Okay, that's back together for the moment. Now, because Moose isn't operating right now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to set this up without gluing it down. Try to set it up inside the Dodge, put it in the Ram, and see what it does, what it's like. Well, it got dark on me, which is actually pretty cool. I want to show you what this thing looks like at night. And there we go. So this is what it looks like. Very thorough. Pretty cool graphics. Now I'm just holding it so I can tip it. If I start leaning, it goes up to a 40-degree angle, which is pretty intense when you come up to it. And it alarms you. Now, it also alarms front and back. That happened to me because I had it sitting wrong. So if you get to a certain point, it starts telling you you're getting to like a tip point, a critical tip point. So pretty cool. You can have it in off-road mode or in a rural mode. Not sure what the difference on that is. It shows you your voltage of the vehicle. So not bad. Your roll, your pitch, very nice. Very nice. So far, that's pretty cool. Had it on, just sitting on the dash, Wasn't perfectly level by any means, but it is very sensitive. When I was going around corners and stuff, it, showed you that you were doing this, like plus or minus 1 or 2%. Pretty cool. So far, I like quality. Seems to be pretty good. There is one weak point in it. I'll show you when I've got more light. And other than that, it's pretty good. Pretty good. So as I was saying, I'm gonna give this thing about a 9 out of 10, maybe a 9.5. The buttons on the top function to change whether you're in off-road mode, regular mode, and also the brightness of it, so you can dim it or lighten it. Now, the reasons for the drop in a 10 out of 10 are: one, this is the manual, and okay, there's the whole page. And this print is super tiny. I mean super tiny. There's my finger. Give you an idea. Like the stuff's like barely the width of my fingernail. It is so tiny. I had to take a picture of it with my camera or my phone and then zoom it in. So the document could be a little bit bigger. That would be nice. But that's only like a half a point. The real point loser for me is actually this part right here. Okay, so it has a cam here and it locks in. Very nice, holds it very tight. But this part right here, it allows a lot of movement when it's flexing. So it can roll. Now, of course, now that I'm trying to, it's not doing it. But in my car, yeah, see, once it moves a bit, it moves around quite a bit. And and that's tight. I can't really tighten that anymore. So in moose, I'm bouncing, hitting, hammering things. This thing's going to end up going, and then all of a sudden, it's not going to be worth anything for angle. So you either got to find a way of putting like a little piece of tape, a little piece of sandpaper, something in there to tighten that up a little, and not too much, because this is plastic, it's going to break. But in my case, because of moose, I have a steel plate where I'm going to put this, so I'm actually going to opt up to one of these, what I have all my cameras on. So it's magnetic base, and boom, there we go. And if I want to, I could turn around and attach it to my roof and reset it, whatever I need to. The only problem with this particular one that I have, I can't use because this base is too big. This is, second here, this is a 1/4 inch thread in. So this is the same thread as this. But as I say, this base is a little big, so as you saw, I had to unplug it. If I put this in, it covers the plug. So I cannot plug my power in. So I need this has to be a little smaller. Now, there's multiple styles of these, etc. I have a couple of them. So I'm going to see if one of the one I already has a little smaller that fits. And if it does, great. If not, I'll get another one. Or you design this, get one of these that this is like this one. It doesn't it's supposed to unscrew, but it doesn't want to. I think I've got it jammed down too far. Anyways, take this off and use the plastic one that came on this. This one is adjustable. So you could use this as a stop on this, again, allowing the plug to go by. That's it. Other than that, it's a really good little buy. I'm looking forward to using it. It'll be nice to be able to show you guys just how tilted and tossed we are. I did have the mechanics one, which we use for like trajectories and trying to work out, angles for our bars, everything else. Just a magnet. I stuck it to my roof. It is in one of the episodes, but this is going to be far better and look better. Anyways, hope you like the information. So there we go. by using this one that I had. It's got the smaller base, power plugs in, works perfect, and gives me the magnet. So for Moose's application, that's going to work perfect. So awesome. So that looks pretty cool. We'll have to see how it works in Moose, but well, we've seen it tested a little bit, and you know, it looks pretty good. So let's see what it does in Moose. Moose is still down right now. We're still waiting for parts. It's being a bit of a pain. That's what happens when you happen to have a, you know, Franken truck. So we're working on it, and we'll be back on the trails. Don't worry, and we'll have video of it, what we've repaired, and the chores doing it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next video.